Hello, hello. My name is Simon, and I will be your host today for Minetest tutorial game. Just after downloading your Minetest game from minetest.net website, you can download their Minetest for any platform you want, including Android version or Macintosh or Linux or Windows, whatever you want. It should work even on some Chromebooks. After downloading, you will have only this basic Minetest game installed, but you can go into the content, browse online content, and here you will find tab with games, and here you can find tutorial by Woozy, learn how to play. After you install this, I have installed it via downloading files and putting them manually in game, so I have install button available here and not update or uninstall. Anyway, after getting back to menu, you will have this tutorial icon here, and you can start a new game. This is on background hint how to start and create new game, but it is also covered in this tutorial. So I have no word to play here. I select new. I name word any way I want. It is only to keep information about your progress here. Choosing seed, map gen does not matter. You just need to select tutorial on this menu in the bottom, then create, and you have created new world. Then you want to have creative mode disabled without this tick, and you want to have enabled damage on this game. In this way you can play this tutorial without any further problems, because in creative mode you have access to all items in game and some other options are added to your character, so this will make progress in your tutorial at least some strange, and without damage you can't die, and you can't test healing abilities in game and other damage related stuff in the game like drowning. But with those two options selected, we can tap play game and actually play this game. What a nice music. If you have no idea how to play in Minecraft, then this tutorial is crucial for you. If you played some Minecraft, it is quite a nice idea to also play this tutorial in Minetest, because those two games have some slight differences between them. So all of those will be covered, or in some way at least it will be covered in this tutorial. It will more or less guide you through all basic stuff related to building, using items, GUI and other basic stuff that is available for each and every player. For example, I have right now only pop-up on middle of the screen with text with introduction, what is going on and how to start moving in game and searching for other stuff. Welcome! This tutorial will teach you the most crucial basics of Minetest. This tutorial assumes that you have not changed the default key bindings yet. After basic installation you can change some keys binded to other actions, but it's better to leave that without touching it, and this tutorial will base on that you didn't change those keys, because all hints are predefined in text boxes and not dynamic generated. It might be possible to do this in this kind of modification of Minetest, but this tutorial does not cover this, so let's read more. Let's start for the most important key bindings now. Look around, it's just moving the mouse. Walk forward, W. Strafe left, A. Walk backwards, S. Strafe right, D. So classic FPS key binding set for movement, W, S, A, D. Action is right mouse button, and pause, you can also exit game from pause menu, is under escape button. Escape key, exactly. You will find signs with more introductory text throughout this tutorial. The action key has many uses. For now, let's just say you need it to read the signs. Look at one and right click to read it. To look at a sign, make sure you are close enough to it and the crosshair in the center of the screen points directly on the sign. You can exit the tutorial at any time. The world will be automatically saved until your computer crashes. Now feel free to walk around a bit and read the other signs to learn more. Close. As you can see, around this sign there is that black line, and that is another hint that sign is highlighted and ready to be read. So I can highlight many other blocks here in the game, including this one, to turn off this music. If I right click on this is music box, I can restart it. Anyway, if I here is some hidden switch or torch that is not loaded. Oh, this is basic graphics set, so torch is a two-dimensional object, and I was standing right in front of this sign. Right click opens this menu, this pop-up that was already read by me. Okay, some other stuff here, some windows, some floor mats, shield on the wall, light, more light, and another sign. Minetest itself is not a game, it's a game engine. To be able to actually play it, you need to something called a game. Don't worry, Minetest comes pre-installed with a rather simple default game called Minetest Game. This tutorial teaches you the basics of Minetest, the engine, things which are true for all games. This tutorial does not teach you how to play a particular game, not even the default one. It's somewhat true because engine defines all things like gravity, basic behavior of those blocks that our world is built from, and some other basic, totally basic stuff. And almost everything like movement will be same in each and every Minetest game. And this tutorial covers pretty much most of those games. There are some that are different, but they have their own tutorials, or stuff about them is described in subforums of Minetest. So, another sign. Our tutorial is based on all those signs that you need to read and walk around and make some fun. Minetest has 3 different views with which determine the way you see the world. The 3 modes are first person view, that is default in which we are right now, third person view from behind, and third person view from the front. You can change the camera mode by pressing F7, but that does not work if you have pop-up on the screen, so you need to close this windows first. Switch camera mode, F7. Okay, let's test. Yay, I have green shirt. And I have brown hair. Oh. Jumping will be covered later. I know this game, so I can jump. You cannot yet. Okay. In most cases, you will be using this first-person view. Okay. Whoa! We're in the castle. And there is more music here. Whoa! What's going on here? We have a door here. Whoa, there is something. Okay, and how can I get there? Maybe this sign will tell me. You can't reach this upper block by walking, but luckily you're able to jump. For our purposes, you can jump just high enough to reach 1 block above you, but you can't 2 blocks high. Press the spacebar once to jump at constant height. Try it to continue. Okay. Jump, jump, jump. Hopla! Hooray! The abyss behind the sign is too small that you can even walk over it, as long as you don't stop in midway. But you can jump over it anyways, just to be safe. Oh, 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 oh. Yay! I can walk through this. But if I walk in this way, I will drop down. This is one of the many traps in Minetest, but that does not matter because most of those spaces are made that you can jump and get back to this area behind it and try again. So you can jump and you can walk, and there is something here with my screen, probably VSync. It's something else because it moves up and down. Weird. Okay, here is another exit from a trap. Here is a slightly larger abyss. Luckily you can also jump just far enough to cross a gap of this width. Don't worry, the abyss is not deep enough to hurt you when you fall down. There are stairs which lead back up here. Like I said, you can get down and you can get back up without no problems. And jump. Press the F9 key to make a minimap appear on the top. The minimap helps you to find way around the world. Press it again to toggle through different minimap modes and zoom levels. There are 2 minimap modes and 3 zoom levels. Surface mode is a top view of the world, roughly resembling the colors of the blocks this world is made on. It only shows the topmost blocks, everything below is hidden, like a satellite photo. Surface mode is useful if you got lost. Radar mode is more complicated. It displays the denseness of the area around you and changes with your height. Roughly, the more green the area is, the less dense it is. Black areas have many blocks. Use the radar to find caverns, hidden areas, walls and more. Currently, radar mode does not work in the tutorial. Sorry if you have to try it out. You have to try it out in the games. There are also 2 different direction modes. Normally, up on the minimap is always pointing north, but if you press Shift plus F9, the minimap will instead rotate with your looking direction, so up is always your looking direction. In some games the minimap will be disabled. Okay, F9, square minimap. The arrow on the minimap is showing where I am looking. Second zoom level, third zoom level, this is satellite photo mode, and then it is not working mode with this density radar map. So it shows something but not exactly. And Shift plus F9 changes that map rotates and not arrow. Use whatever you want. One will be helpful for you, other will may be confusing for you. For myself, in most cases, I just do not use any minimap and I forget that this feature exists. Okay, let's go. From this point on, there will be branching paths. For orientation, we placed some arrow signs. They just show a short text when you hover them. That's all. You don't have to follow the sections in any particular order, with one exception, to which you will be informed. So, this kind. If I point it on the top left, it's pointing section. It's not usable in any way. I have another arrow here, ladders sections, and another stuff. So right now there is few branches available here. We can go there with trees or there with this water I saw, and this ladders section that is right here. And most of parts of this tutorial are connected, so you can do them as you wish. Just remember to make those and remember which ones you are already made. Okay, climbing ladders. This is a ladder. Ladder help you to climb up great heights or to climb down safely. To climb a ladder, go into block occupied by the ladder and hold one of the following keys. Space to climb up and shift for climb down. It's close to use those keys with WSAD, so it's all next to your fingers. Note that sneaking and jumping do not work when you are on ladder. So sneaking in general does not work here. But if I'm next to ladder, I can press space and I will go up and will stay on this in air, and shift will go down. So it's also possible to go down with ladders. I'm now hanging in the air with shift to go down. It's helpful to get left click to pick up. Yay! Gold inots in the tutorial. You have collected your first gold inot. Those will help you to keep track in this tutorial. There are 13 gold inots in this tutorial. There is a gold inot at every imported station. If you collected all inots, you are done with the tutorial, but collecting the gold inots is not mandatory. Okay, let's go up and watch here. We have better view for what's going on here. And if we are here, we can jump to this water, but we can go even higher and have even better view for this, like this colored stuff that will be explained later. And other stuff is going on here. But let's go down. And there is another ladder going down here. And this is same sign as on the opposite side, because you can approach this tutorial from other side. Okay, so we are near the water. What you see here is small swimming pool. You're able to swim and dive. Diving usually costs you breath. While diving, 10 bubbles appear in the head-up display. These bubbles disappear over time while diving, and when you are out of bubbles, you slowly lose some health points. You have to back up to the surface from time to time to restore the bubbles. Movement in the liquid is slightly different than on solid ground. WSAD works same, and swimming upward is space like jumping, and swimming down is shift like on the ladders, going up and down. So we can go to water, we can swim in all directions, and we are slowly sinking. And when we are below surface, on the bottom of the screen, bubbles appear and disappear. So this is our breath. Also, we have two ladders here. we can use to climb up and jump into this water. And notice that we had no damage applied when we jumped from here. We can go even up to top of this and jump into this water and nothing will happen to us. Okay. Let's go to the next area. This is diving section. To get to the other side you have to dive here. Don't worry, the tunnel is not long, but don't stay too long in the water or else you tank the match. At the bottom of the pool lies a gold ingot. Try to get it. And same stuff is going about using key bindings to swim in this pool. Let's get another ingot and swim up. And we did not lost the breath here. Right now, let's get back to swimming pool area. Okay. And let's go for this area here. We have some blocks here. I will spoil you that this map is also designed with some secret areas, which will be also described later in this tutorial. And there is part of parkour track here that is needed to be followed to get all those secret areas. A tree. An important general concept in Minetest is pointing. As mentioned earlier, there is a crosshair in the center of the screen. You can point several things in Minetest: blocks, dropped items, other players, many other things. You can only point one thing at once, or nothing at all. You can tell when you point something if it's surrounded by a thin cuboid wireframe or highlighted. You can change the style in your settings. To point something, three conditions have to be met. The thing in question must be pointable at all, your crosshair must be exactly over the thing in question, and you must be close enough to the thing. When a thing is pointed, you can do different stuff with it. Example, collecting it, punching it, building to it, etc. We come to all that later. Now collect that apple from the small tree in front of this sign and the gold bar. To do that, you just point it and click with left mouse button. Okay, plum, I have an apple. And I have an gold ingot. And we have more apples. The distance you need to point things solely depends on the tool you carry. Most tools share the default value, but some tools may have longer or shorter distance. At the moment, your only tool is the hand. It was good enough to collect apple from the small tree. Above this sign hang some apples, but you cannot reach them with normal means. At the wall in front of this sign lies a special example tool which you can use to retrieve the apples from afar. To take the tool, point to it and click the left mouse button, then select it with mouse wheel or the number keys. You will learn more about tools in a different section. All those items on the bottom can be accessible with scrolling mouse button, mouse wheel, or they are numbered. This is number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So using normal keys from keyboard you can fast switch for this first 8 items in your inventory. Pick up this tool and use this tool to grab some apples. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, there is one more thing about this, and let's get back. If you remember, I found something near the first gap that we jumped here. Hop, hop. Here on these doors there is something hidden afar. Yay! You found a hidden diamond! Great! You have found and collected a hidden diamond. In this tutorial world, there are 12 hidden diamonds. Can you find them all? The first diamond may have been easy to collect, but the remaining 11 diamonds probably won't be that easy. If you manage to find them all, you will be awarded a symbolic prize at the end. What I can tell you, I have never found all of those diamonds on this map. Never ever. I know where few of those are hidden, but I never found them. So it's always some kind of challenge for me. Okay. Using blocks. You will often meet some blocks you can use. Something special happens when you right-click while pointing on them. In fact, you already used such blocks. All the signs you read are usable blocks. There is a strange device next to this sign. Use it and see what happens. This one? Oh, it stopped the music. Now, this is this one. This strange device is sky block with sun, and we can change sky block to night if we use this item. So do you prefer to play on the night setting or on the day setting? I think the night is prettier, so let's stay on the night setting. Oh, I can see diamond there. Can we reach it with this tool? Yes, and I have also saw an apple there, but it's not visible from this point of view, so it will be hard to use. Where do we want to go right now? Mining and building? No. And here is which section? Items, tools, crafting and smelting house. It will be nice to finish this tutorial before going there, like I said on this sign. Mining section, prerequisites, item and tools section. So let's go for this item and tools section, like is said here. Throughout your journey you will probably collect many items. Once you collected them, blocks are considered to be items too. Items can be stored in your inventory and selected with the hotbar to see the other signs. You can weld any items. You can even punch with almost any item to hurt enemies. Usually you will deal a minimal default damage with most items, even if you do not hold an item at all. If you don't want to have an item anymore, you can always throw it away. Likewise, you can collect items with fly around by pointing and left clicking them. So collect with left mouse button, drop carried item stack with Q, and drop single item from carried item stack with Shift plus Q. On the table at the right of this line lies an item stack of 50 rocks, so you can have some items to test out the inventory. Pick up. Okay, we have rocks. I hope that throwing them will not crash this game. Yay! It does not. So I dropped whole stack of these items, and I can pick up them again and retrieve them back. And with Shift Q, I drop only one items from this stack. They stack together to less influence computing power of your computer, so less items is displayed and they join to items. You can see the number of items in the bottom. Most of those items are stackable up to 99 items per stack. Some are stacked with less numbers, like 4 or 16 or whatever number designer decided to do. The inventory menu usually contains the player inventory. This allows you to carry along items throughout the world. Every inventory is made out of slots when you can store items in. You can store one entire stack of items per slot. The only condition is that the items are of the same type. In this tutorial, all items except for tools stack up to 99 items, but this number can vary in actual games. Here are the controls. We've explained how to move around the items within the inventory. In the game, open inventory by pressing I, like inventory. Take stack, left mouse button. Take 10 items from the stack, middle mouse button. Take half item stack, right mouse button. When you took an item stack from the inventory, put the item stack back to slot, left mouse. Put the 10 items middle mouse and single item from the stack right mouse button. You can also drop an item stack by holding in inventory, then clicking anywhere outside the window. Okay, opening inventory. I have not default this, or this is error in this tutorial. I have inventory on the E letter, so next to WSAD, not I but E. So pick up left mouse button and drop left mouse button. Pick up 10, drop 10 is middle mouse button, and pick up half stack is right mouse button, and drop single item is right mouse button. It's even described here, so it will help you if you forget about this. This menu can be closed by E or by escape, and drop outside drops like using Q. At the bottom of the screen you see 8 squares. This is called the hotbar. The hotbar allows you to quickly access some items from your inventory. In our case, the upper 8 slots in your inventory. You can change the selected item with mouse wheel if you have one, or with the number keys. The item you've selected is also item you weld, so they will be important later for tools, meaning building, etc. Okay, let's go to this area. This is a chest. You can view its contents by right-clicking it. In the menu, we will see 2 inventories: the upper part the chest inventory, and the lower part the player inventory. Exchanging items works exactly the same as inventory menu. So right-click to open. We have some books here. We can leave some rocks there also if we want. Escape. Book. Right-click. Those nothing. Those books are not readable, but they can be stacked. Okay, next. Cosmetibles room. Climbing ladders. It's already covered from other section. Let's get down. What we have here? Some bench. Comestibles and eating. I don't know this word. In this chest you will find some comestibles. They are items which instantly heal you when eaten. This removes the item from your inventory. To eat one, select the comestible in your hotbar, then click the left mouse button. Unlike the other items, you cannot punch or attack while holding a comestible. To be able to attack, you have to select something else. Of course, that does not have to be only way to heal you. Don't forget to take the gold iron node. More apples. We like apples. Yay, many of them. Okay. There's nothing else we can use here, so let's get up and further along. Crafting is the task of taking several items and combining them to form a new item. Crafting is another important task in Minetest. To craft something, you need a few items and so-called crafting grid. In this tutorial, you have grids of size 3 by 3 in your inventory. Let's get right into crafting. Take 3 sheets of paper from the chest next to the sign. Open inventory, place the paper in the crafting grid so that they form a 1x3 vertical line. A book should appear in the output slot. Click on it to take it. Then you put it in your player inventory. The process consumes the paper. When you have the book in your inventory, go on with your next sign. Let's take this, close, open inventory, put 3 vertical, and we have a book. Hooray! Next. To craft the book, you have used so-called crafting recipe. You must know the crafting recipes as well, so you can craft. The crafting recipe used in this particular is so-called shaped recipe. This means that the pattern you place in the crafting grid matters, but you can move the entire pattern freely. There is another kind of crafting recipes, shapeless. Shapeless recipes only care about which items you place in the crafting grid, but not in the which pattern. In the next chest you will find some wheat. Let's make dough from it. For this you have to place at least 1 wheat in 4 different slots, but in the other slots must be empty. What is special about this recipe is that you can place them anywhere in the grid. When you got your dough, go with the next sign. Okay. Let's take some of this wheat and use it. Like for the paper, we used this vertical line. This not works, but if I move this to the side, it's still vertical line and gives me a book. This is same for this wheat pattern. I cannot place 4 of this in a single grid because it will not work. I need to put this in 4 to get dough. And it can be anywhere as far as it's 4, and rest is empty. When I add 1 more, it's not longer valid recipe. Okay, let's make 1 more. It may be useful in a while. Do you got any dough? No, I got flour. Probably another error in this tutorial. You may have noticed that the crafting always consumes 1 item from each occupied slot. For the crafting grid, this is true for all crafting recipes. You can speed crafting up a bit when you click with the middle mouse button on the item in the output slot. Doing so will attempt to do the same craft up to 10 times, instead of just once. Feel free to try with remaining wheat or just go with the next sign. I have not enough wheat, so let's take more and craft. How much I have here? 8. Okay, and can middle click to take everything, and that was surplus, so it left. Okay, nice. Let's read another sign. Crafting groups. Another important thing to know about crafting are so-called groups. Crafting recipes do not always require you to use exactly same items every time. This tutorial has a special recipe for books. In the chest you will find paper in 4 different colors. You can also make a book by placing 3 paper sheets of any color in a vertical line. The paper color does not matter here. You can use only white paper or orange paper or mix it. What's important here are the occupied slots. This is possible because all 4 types of example paper belong to the same group, and our book recipe accepts not only white paper but any paper from that group. This is true also for using wood and some stone in the future, so we can make books from any combination of this. I will skip this. Tool is a special kind of item. Tools can be used for many things, such as breaking blocks, collecting liquids, rotating blocks, many others. The number of tools which are possible in Minetest is innumerable, and there are too many to cover in this tutorial. And any mod can introduce any other tool, and that tool can be programmed by model to do practically anything he wants. But at least we'll look at very common and important tool type. Mining tools. We'll come to that in the mining section. Many tools wear off and get destroyed after you use them for a while. In an inventory, the tool's health is indicated by a colored bar. Tools may be able to be repaired. See the sign about repairing. This is sign about repairing. Some games may come with a special recipe which allows you to repair your tools. In those repairing works, always in the same way. Place two more or less worn out tools in the same kind into the crafting grid, another typo, and take the result. The result is a new tool which is likely repaired by a fixed percentage. Of course, this tutorial comes with a such recipe, that just next to this sign stores some damaged tools you might try to repair now. Let's take some of those tools, and now we can combine those two tools and get some of this percentage with only two tools applied, so we can make slightly better and better tool. And if you see tool without this colored bar on the bottom, it's fully repaired. It will be helpful to use on the in future. We have smelting here. By the way, if you are tired of clicking, there is a little convenience feature. Hold shift while you left click on an item stack in a menu to move it instantly to another relevant section. For example, in this tutorial you can use it to move an item stack from the chest into your own inventory, and vice versa with a single click. Shift plus left click. For example, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I probably gone too far with this. This is a furnace. Furnaces can be used to turn a smeltable item with the help of a fuel to a new item. Many items can be furnace fuels, but not all. A few items are smeltable. In order to operate a furnace, you have to put smeltable item in the source slot and the fuel in the fuel slot. As soon as the items have been placed, the furnace automatically starts to smelt the items. The furnace becomes active and consumes an item in the fuel slot. The flame goes on and will continue burning for a given time. The time depends on the fuel type. Some fuels burn very short, others burn longer. In the furnace menu, the burn time is indicated by the flame symbol. As soon as the flame goes out on the furnace may continue burning if there is still fuel and smeltable material in the furnace. Otherwise the furnace becomes inactive again. The smeltable material has to be exposed to the flame for a given time as well. This time depends on the type of the material too. Some materials smelt faster than others. You can see the smelting progress of a single item on the progress arrow. If one item has been smelt, the result goes to one of the output slots where you can take it. In the left chest you will find some fuels, and in the right chest you will find some materials to smelt. Feel free to experiment with a furnace a bit. Smelt the gold lamp to receive this station gold bar. Again, the furnace is just an example. The exact operation may differ slightly from game to game. Let's get this fuel. I put fuel in the bottom slot. I can shift click it to put in the top, but I need fuel in the bottom. Next I put source. It starts. Source will be consumed. Fuel is still there, so I can put more items there to be smelted, and that gives me still inot. Source is depleted and outcome is revealed. Each arrow progress is done, one source is consumed and one output is given. Fire is burning. When it reaches 0 and there is still source, the fuel will be consumed. Let's wait a little, and if I remember correctly, I can use also flour here to be smelted into bread. Or not. Not. So I don't remember a recipe for bread. It's made from flour for sure. It may be this. No. Who remembers recipe for bread? I don't remember recipe for bread. But there is recipe for bread to be sure. Okay, I can take this. It may be needed for me. Okay. We're up here right now. Okay, so let's go to another station. Is there something there? No. Let's go here. We missed this. Meaning as a method to remove single block with a meaning tool. It's very important to task in Minetest, which you will use often. It's recommended that you go crafting and items house first. It's right in front of the sign. We were there in just a moment before. To be able to mine a block, you need to have mineable block, to point the block, and carry tool. When you are ready, hold the left mouse button while pointing the block. Depending on the block type and the tool properties, this can take some time. Some tools are fast with some particular block types, some other tools may be slower to mine the other block types. If you do not carry an appropriate tool, you are not able to mine the block at all. You can tell that you are actually mining when you see cracks on some or some other animation on the block in question. When done mining, the blocks will often add one or more items to your inventory. This is called the drop of a block and depends on the block type. Now try to mine those large cubes in the area using different tools. Note that all blocks here are just examples to show you different kinds of drops. Let's get this and get this and get this and get this, this and this. So we have still eggs. We cannot use it on any of those, but we can chop wood with it. Glass is breakable, but will not drop anything because it will be destroyed. Those are signs here. I should read them. Cobblestone, blah blah blah. Cobblestone is mineable with any pickaxe. Slower, slightly faster, and much faster. You need pickaxe for this. Shovel will not work, and axe will not work. This is cobblestone. It's effect of digging up stone. Next, this is gravel. Is best mineable with shovel or with... No, this is not gravel. Okay. So we need pickaxe for this, and it will drop something. Piece of rock. 1 to 5 piece of rocks when mined. Wood will drop planks. This is rock. It's mineable by pickaxe, and it will drop cobblestone. Glass will not drop anything, like I said, and this is stone brick, which is not pickable by anything in this Minetest game. So castle walls can be mined. Also, it might be wise to get some of those blocks, because they can be used to jump here or there. Like, I made some stairs and I can use this to build something and get into those walls, like I said before, and we can explore some parts of this castle that are not accessible by any other means. For example, here. And this is the way where you can try to get into those hidden areas where some diamonds may be hidden. For example, like here, we can watch some points from the higher place, or go into places that were not accessible earlier. Like, for example, we can take this apple right now, but we cannot jump up here because it's 2 blocks high. This is probably a place where we can try to build something and get into that in a moment, but we are not doing this right now. Let's explore here and there. Whoa, it's hidden place with ladder and more. We can go up here even higher, and here is some tower, and this tower have some stuff outside that can be accessed here, and we can probably go for another place, and somewhere here it might be some more diamonds hidden. Also, we can go down ladder. Here is some another entrance. It's very dark here, so it might be something hidden here. Another passage like here, and we can go and find another interesting stuff here. Some other places to go, or some other towers to visit, and we can visit almost every place in this castle. Some is easier to get into and some are way harder to get into, and there are those hidden diamonds somewhere, so we can take advantage of this and jump. Oh, there is diamond. Let's get another one. So, as you can see, we can get some hidden stuff from there. Also some sleeping quarters. I never had idea where those diamonds are. This one was first find. For this diamond, we can probably find also some way to get out of this castle into outside world. Like here, there is ladder to get onto this tower. If we drop here, and probably there is also some diamond here outside. So it is option to get. In theory, there is no place that we cannot go on this map, so if we drop somewhere and get lost and drop outside of walls, we can get back into this. So that does not matter as much, and there are those diamonds. Also, building is blocked in most of these places. of this world, so there is no place we can go. Okay, next thing. Here, the world of Minetest is made entirely out of blocks or voxels, to be precise. Blocks can be added or removed with the correct tools. In this section we'll show you special but common blocks which behave in unexpected ways. Of course, game can come up with more special or weird blocks. The blocks we made, you bounce off jump if you jump on them. They also can bounce you from the side if you're fast enough. Boom, 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 boom. Some blocks need to rest on top of another block, otherwise they fall down. Try it and mine the block below the uppermost blocks. Okay, let's mine this. This is sand above and it drops. Some blocks have to be attached to another block, otherwise they drop as an item if you would have mined it. Attached here is the picture frame. You can't collect or mine it directly, but you can mine the block it is attached to. It will drop an item which you can collect. So I cannot drop this, but I can mine this. And this will drop this item frame for me. Also, the nasty blocks on the floor prevent you from jumping when you stand on them. Yes, I cannot. I can jump here, but I cannot jump here. I can jump here. I can fall here, but I cannot jump. Okay. And there is one place to go, and there is another place to go. This is glass covered space, and this is hell a lot of blocks going on, and there is probably some stuff hidden here also. Let's get down here. It is dark and it is not good. I need to pause this for a short while. I'll be right back. Okay, let's dig it up. There is some kind... I will use better axe for this. Here we have ores. Let's dig up from here. I can't see nothing here because I've made daylight go wild, so there is another block and another block, and we can dig up whole this area. To be precise, and to get this stuff from here. And we have some surprises here. That orange stuff is iron ore, which gives you iron lamp. That black stuff on stones were coal. Like here, this is coal, and coal is used to fuel furnace and to make some torches, but we can't make torches in this game because there is no wood available to us. And we are digging. I will lose this tool in a moment. I wonder if there is something hidden here in this mining area. other than some ores. We will see in a moment. I may need to get back to that other area and get tools back, because this tool is quite slow and okay, let's get back. It will be faster to get back with better tools. Tools are in this chest. Okay, go 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 go. I want more steel axes, and I don't want as much cobblestone. Okay, 4 axes should be enough to finish this mining area here. Steel eggs. Deep, 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 deep. It seems to be boring, but I'm almost sure that there is something hidden here. Never had patience to test this theory, but it might be valid. I will know for sure in just a second, because I'm already almost finished digging up this area. For sure there is tons of iron ore and coal here, so we can smelt even more stuff, but we can't make any more pickaxes because we have no sticks, and we have no sticks because we have no, or we have no, there is no recipe for sticks active. In usual play we can put planks in crafting grid and make some sticks out from this, and with sticks and wood or sticks and stone we can get some tools like pickaxe, shovel. Okay, let's finish this. I lost another tool. It's not so bad. It's getting quite fast, and it looks like only 3 pickaxes are needed to finish this whole mining operation. I will be disappointed if there is nothing here. So much digging. And a hidden passage or something? There is nothing hidden here? Such a waste of time. I hope that there is something hidden here, but there is nothing hidden here. Don't waste your time next time. You absolutely don't need anything from this area. We have tons of stuff here. Okay. Building. Important task in Minetest is building. It refers to placing one block on your possession into another block in the world. Unlike meaning building a block happens instantaneous. To build, select a block in your hotbar, point to any block in the world and press the right mouse button. Your block will be immediately placed on the pointed site. It's important that the block you want to build is pointable. That means you cannot build next to the liquids by any normal means. Try to get up to that hole. I have planks. I have cobblestone here. Okay. Let's get this cobblestone then. I don't need this. Place, 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 and we have stairs. Yay! Gold ingot, 7 from 13. You may have wondered how you can build on a block which you can use, like a chest. For this you have to hold sneak key and then use the build key. So we can build on the chest sides with using shift key. Okay, let's get to the another area. We finished with this, we finished with this. Have we finished with this waterfall section? Some benches. Here is the waterfall. You can swim up and get this ingot. Yay! Liquids behave somewhat weirdly in Minetest. Actually, there are two kinds of liquids. If you watch the waterfall closely, you may have noticed that there is slight difference between the water blocks that make the waterfall and those up here in the basin. Minetest distinguishes between liquid source and flowing liquid. Liquid source block is always a full cube. A flowing liquid block looks slightly different. Often it's not full cube, but has a more or less triangular shape. Also, flowing liquids usually have unique flowing animation, but this may not be the case for all liquids. Up in the basin you see 4 rows of liquid sources, followed by 1 row of flowing liquids, followed by the waterfall itself. The waterfall itself is solely made of the flowing liquids. Liquid sources generate flowing liquids around them. Liquid sources can also exist on their own. Flowing liquids are not able to exist on their own. They have to originate from a liquid source. If the liquid source is gone or the way to one is blocked, the flowing liquid will slowly dry out. To the right of this sign is a special block. When used, it will block the liquid flow. Use that block to being close enough and look at it and watch the waterfall dry out. You can see the animation of flowing water here and there. It drops out. Also, if you jump from any height to the water, it will enable you okay. We are blocked here. We grabbed gold ingot and we are going to watch how it dries out. Okay. There is another option to restore. Okay, so we can get back up there, but we can't go below here to the drain. I thought that there can be something, but it seems that that is not a case. Another gold ingot. On a sign of this, yes. Minetest mods can introduce various liquids which differ in their properties. Probably the most important property is the viscosity. Here you can have some pools with different which differ in their viscosity. Feel free to try them out. So we have sticky water and less sticky and even less stickier and just normal water. So I can sink here pretty fast, but on this hard I sink very slowly and I swim up very slowly, so it can hinder my movement when I want to get out from under surface when I can lost my breath. And there is this area. Health and damage. Unless you have damage disabled, all players start with 20 hit points, represented by the 10 Hz in the head-up display. 1 HP is represented by half health in this tutorial, but the actual representation can vary from game to game. You can take damage from reasons like falling too deep, standing on the block which hurts you, attacks from other players, staying too long in the liquid. In this tutorial you can regain health by eating comestible. This is the only example. Mods and games may come with other mechanisms to heal you. If you lose your hit points, you die. Death is normally not really that bad in Minetest. When you die, you will usually lose all your possessions. You are able to put yourself into the world immediately again. This is called respawning. Normally you appear at the more or less random location. In the tutorial you can die too, but don't worry about that. You will respawn at the special location you can't normally reach and keep all your possessions. Game may introduce special events on player death. Careful, those spikes hurt you when you stand inside, so don't walk into them. Try walk around and get a gold ingot. They damage you every second you stand in them. This is one of the many ways you can get hurt in Minetest. Ow! 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 Let's die, and let's see that location that we can't get into. You died! Respawn. Okay. This is this unique location. Oops, so it seems you have died. Don't worry, you don't have lost any of your possessions and you have been revived. You are still in tutorial world at different location. You have arrived at the so-called respawn location of tutorial world. You will always appear here after you died. This is called respawning. In most worlds, however, you will respawn in a slightly randomized location. More or less it is on place where you start the game, or after you slept in a bed, then this location will be saved as your respawn point. The tutorial uses so-called fixed spawn points, so you respawn always at the same spot. This is unusual for single player worlds, but in online play some servers use fixed spawn points too. Under normal conditions you would have lost all or a part of your possessions, or some other bad things would have happened to you, but not here. This is tutorial. Yay! We can jump out from here and get back into those areas that we have not visited yet. We have 3 gold ingots to find, so 3 areas of the game are not yet visited. Spikes are there. Healing was there, okay. What is here? Sneaking section. Okay, we can go there with sneaking section. Sneaking is special move. As long as you sneak, you walk slower, but you are guaranteed not to accidentally fall off the edge of a block. This allows you to lean over, in a sense. To sneak, keep sneak key pressed. As soon as you release the sneak key, you walk at normal speed again. Be careful not releasing sneak key when you at ledge. You might fall. Sneak key is shift. Keep in mind that shift key is used for a large number of other things in Minetest. Sneaking only works when you are not in a liquid, stand on solid ground and are not at ladder. We can get to pyramid. With shift key pressed, I can move, but I cannot fall. If I release shift, I can fall again. Next. Those are random holes. Those are random stuff. We can jump there. Yes, and there is our gold ingot that we should be able to get while we sneak our way back to jump, jump across this gap. It's doable but needs some precise timing to jump. Also here and here and here, and we have our gold ingot. Some parkour tracks are here, like I said, and we have not been there, so 2 more gold ingots. We'll be searching for the last one probably for a while. There is location and waterfall, okay. Goodbye room. What we missed? Viscosity, waterfall, diving, swimming, sneaking, ladders. So we have missed something because we need 13. Ladders, sneaking, swimming, diving, yes. Waterfall, yes. Viscosity, yes. Comestibles and eating, yes. Pointing, yes. Crafting, crafting, not probably. Smelting, mining, building. Let's get back to crafting. Do we missed something here or there? This is waterfall section. Where are those two missing gold ingots? Here? No. Here? No. Ladders, music, this paper stuff, this wheat stuff, this paper stuff. We can have more books. Let's leave this paper here, it's not needed. Not diamonds. Paper. Here are those shovels. Smelting. This is golden ingot here. Here is mining area. Oh, eggs. Here was this secret room, but there is nothing here. And we have picked up everything we need. Okay. Where are those two missing golden ingots? Here is one. You have collected all the gold ingots in this tutorial. This means you have now traveled to each station. If you read and understood everything, you have learned everything which can be learned from this tutorial. In this case, you are finished with this tutorial and can leave now, but feel free to stay in this world and to explore the area a bit further. You may also want to visit the goodbye room, which has few more informational signs and supplemental information, but nothing of it is essential to gameplay. If you want to stay, leave later, please escape. Okay, continue, please. And let's go to that goodbye room. I was pretty sure that there was sign about 13 golden ingots, not 12. Yes. Is that typo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. What we have missed? With eating, something we missed? What? This is viscosity. Is here something hidden? It might be. Hello, hello, where is that last gold ingot? This is sneaking. Ladders are picked up. This is picked up. Where is that last gold ingot? Here it was. Let's make a day. Here is this jumping stuff. We can jump from this height to this. Bang, bang. Yay. What else? What else? There is absolutely nothing hidden in here. There is nothing hidden in here also. There is some random. I've digged up everything from here. So jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. How to get there? Into that house? Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. And here we can go to explore some stuff of here. Here we can get down and wander off this castle and find some stuff probably hidden somewhere here. Yay! I need shovel here. No, there is nothing hidden here. I have no idea. Let's get back to this part of castle. Jump, 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 jump. Here is hole. Let's fall into this hole. And we can wander off here and watch out whatever it's here. If there is anything hidden in here. If there is something hidden. It does not look. So we can get back then into our hidden room behind a wall, and there is another blocked passage. Okay. Let's find some exit from here. Oh, we're behind the walls here. And we are inside this area again. Okay. Can we go around this then? Here is a tree and we cannot chop it down. And there is another part of castle that we can go into. It's mildly infuriating if you cannot get that gold ingot. It's not possible to jump up there, so it might be that there is another way to get there. Perhaps I need to chop this down. And chop this down. And there is no way to get there from here. Another one. Another false area. Another place that we can travel into. Here is a hidden diamond. Yay, I found a diamond. Now, how do I get out of here? I have no idea how to get out from this place. Ha 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 ha. Help! I can't die and I can't fall because it's not breakable. Well, I'm stuck here. Hello. Or can I build something here? Can I build something here? Yes, I can build something here. So I need to build my way up back here. Okay. So maybe I should build my way into those walls on that side also. But it's still making me wonder. Yay! Apple! Hooray! I can go here and there. There is another way to get around this building, and let's drop here and check what else is here. I can mess with this tutorial right now. Yay! Let's get up, and there is hidden place with some hay lying around. And diamond. Okay. But still I have no idea where that last ingot is. Ah, blah, blah, blah. I don't want this here. it's not breakable and it blocks view. There is nothing here that I can do. Gold ingot from this is taken. Okay, so where is another place that I can go? There is that hay blocks area with exit room. I think I have all these gold ingots already. It's probably some kind of error in tutorial. It even started this pop-up, or this one is that hidden one. What can I do in my goodbye room? There is more music, there is one chalice. Recap of key bindings, okay. Now, since you probably know the basics, you want to actually play or build something. Minetest comes bundled with default game, you may try out. Sadly, there is currently no tutorial for the default game, except this one. You may want to read getting started section of community wiki. It's on wiki.minetest.net /getting_started. And this, you may want to check out this online resources. Minetest.net, wiki.minetest.net, web forums, forum.minetest.net. And here is my reward. Golden Cup has been awarded for finishing the tutorial, all the gold ingots. And here will be second chalice, second cup, if you find all diamonds in this map. But as you saw earlier, there is actually some problem with finding. There is probably some way to build around this area to get this other diamonds. I have 5 out of 13, so feel free to find those diamonds by yourself. I will not spoil you because I didn't find most of them. I found only few of them, and actually playing this right now in this exact moments with you with this tutorial, I found I think 2 new diamonds for me from those 5. So it is nice place to train and to play with some basic controls and to get used to Minetest. In the following sections, in following weeks, in following episodes, I will introduce you to making your own modifications to this game. Also, there is a playlist with my creative play where I built some nice buildings, so you may want to try this also. I will leave links to playlists in description below, and I encourage you to watch them. Subscribe to be sure to not miss any of those new videos from Creative World and from modding tutorials if you want. I will not force you to do that. So keep in touch, have fun, play well, and see you in the next episodes.